guys and girls, we're gonna go live for a couple hours this time. Sorry that I didn't could make a couple hours of live streams, the past days because it was really warm here. So now I'm gonna make a special for you guys, a couple hours of live streaming for you. I hope you will enjoy watching some Horizon Forbidden West with your boy. Some Horizon Forbidden West with your boy. With your boy, Mr. Unknown. I hope you had a wonderful day. So let me know how it was.
I thought we were finally going to get away from this place. Well,
according to Moreland, it should be south of here.
Across here, the shard counters move.
Hair is thick with this heat.
These are the ruins of Las Vegas. It's tragedy. A real tragedy. What happened to it?
It's some kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there?
Sorry for that, guys. I can't do something really quick about it
This is where
because I need to be in party sometime.
They must have moved on.
To view over some things for people I know.
For tracks. There. Tracks should lead me to the herd. This must be where the herd left from. I better follow the tracks in the other direction.
Let me know how it was then. If you like this live streams and people, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. No, smash the like button. Leave a comment. Share the video with your friends and don't forget to turn on post notifications.
There's the herd. I should have the parts I need. More machines? Deal with them first. The storm flipped up a sand spiral. Great. Okay. Now it's just me and the herd.
Sorry guys for some disruption in the voice of mine. But I need to keep quiet soon. Because my parents want to sleep, you know.
This synthetic membrane's the right size, but it's ripped. Gotta try another machine.
No, far outside. No, let's get this rich food. Need it. Almost 500 with rich food.
Good. One synthetic membrane. Okay, that takes care of the machine parts. Just gotta grab the compressed air capsule from Moreland's diving bubble.
You.
Yo, card. How you doing? It's been a long time since I saw you. Or do you want me to speak Dutch for you? Dutch means Netherlands. Do you want me to speak
God
Dutch?
prima.
Mooi. It's where were you last time? The last couple weeks when I was live.
Yes,
Okay.
please speak Dutch.
Oké, ik zal even Nederlands praten. Maar waar was je de laatste tijd? Ik dacht, niemand wist er meer.
I thought we were finally going to the
Goondruk Network.
Ah. Dat is mijn vraag, wat voor werk doe je?
Got the compressed air capsule.
We'll find a way to get the
Ik word bij Jingo Bedridge.
optimism. It's great. Right up until the point you stumble into a machine's jaws.
pessimism. What can I do for
Mardo
you,
Jagin
partner?
Fortnite Mirror.
Ik doe hopelijk morgen weer. Ik had de laatste tijd even daar bijna geen tijd voor.
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
Sorry ervoor dat ik de laatste tijd ook een Fortnite maak. Via livestreams maak, maar ik had er de tijd niet voor. In mijn vrije tijd had ik maar een hele korte tijd om wat dingen te doen.
Yamar mocked me to it.
Whoa,
Ja, maar.
there's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? There's a very special salvage I want down there.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected.
Ixnap niet waar deze game over gaat.
The dancing lights around
Deze
us
game gaat over dat
changed.
je eigenlijk een AI
Right.
moet herstellen.
What do you mean?
Images in the
Vanwege
air. Then
dat ze zichzelf heeft moeten laten exploderen.
Okay.
Vanwege dat er een signaal kwam dat het leven op aarde bedreigt. Dus daarom moest ze zichzelf moorden, laten ontploffen de AI. En dus nu moet je haar herstellen om de biosphere te herstellen.
I've never been able to swim this deep before.
Ah, interesting.
Ah. Ja, ik ga binnenkort ook weer verder met deel 1 ervan.
Must be Poseidon's doing. Looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa! There's no way to find that in the water. I'll have to be careful. This place is massive. All of it's encased in a dome.
Kan je nu niet chadoen?
Looks for Poseidon up here.
Wil ik
Maar dat is niet mening hoor.
Without the machine spotting me. I gotta find a way to deal with it first.
Binnenkort gaan we ook weer GTA doen. En als jullie mee willen doen, moet je me ook laten weten op welke console je speelt. Of welke, of als je op PC speelt. Want dan kan ik gaan uitkiezen of ik op PlayStation doe. Of op PC ga GTA spelen. Dan moet je me dan laten, als je me dat ook laat weten waar jij dan op speelt, Cars. Dan kan ik ook
Heb
spelen.
geen online hey.
Heb jij geen online, dus je speelt op PS. Waarom hebben we geen PC?
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency
If I
alert.
do this purge and drown
Critical
out the water,
flooding detected.
I can fight that big machine on the
Automatic drainage
campground.
controls offline. To
Looks like I
execute
have
an
to reset a
emergency
couple of
purge.
companies.
Manual reset of primary and secondary
According to the
pump
map,
nodes
there
is
should be
required.
an access point
The
to the
purge
first
can then be
node
triggered at the
south
pump
of here.
maintenance
Ik
station.
ben nu ook niet zo een groot gamer.
Water. I can fight that big
Ja,
machine.
ik ben ook nog niet zo'n grote gamer. Maar ik heb al een PC met 3 schermen.
According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
Wat voor sommige mensen als bullshit klinkt. Dat je 3 schermen nodig hebt.
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
Wat vind jij
I'm
ervan
okay
ook
with
3
being
schermen
network with
Carl?
these guys down here. Water lines for an entire city. I can't reach the ridge from here.
Niet normaal.
Maybe something I can climb
I fought already. I knew that you were gonna say it. I knew it. But please don't ask me
Primary
how
node
I
shut
knew.
down now. I think the last time I was down here was during the Lumiogram incident. A malfunction led to an overflow
Haha.
of detergent in the pipes. Suds rose from every fountain. As we frantically tried to fix it, I looked up and saw everyone
Ik game ook niet
chasing
zoveel.
bubbles the size of basketballs. Young and old alike. Another magical moment in the impossible city.
Another recording from Stanley Chen. There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Nu ik ga weer.
We zijn magier! We waren magier! Maar waarom ga je nou weer?
Ik ga TV kijken.
Oh, ga je weer. Dan ben ik weer helemaal aan het. Weer helemaal.
There's the map. The second node should be on the other side of the door.
Ja, maar daar kan ik niks aan doen.
Ja, dat is knap. Deel nog een keer de video met je, de video met je vrienden. Misschien komen hun dan even kijken.
Weet ik niet, ik kan het delen als je wil.
Ja, doe het alsjeblieft. Dat zou ik heel erg waarderen.
Just shut down the secondary node. No more water for the fountains.
Okay.
No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyway. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed they'd ever return. So, as the first plume arced up in the dome, the music swelling, my heart soared right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one too.
The domes, the bottom. He was responsible for all of it. I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down. Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency code to the maintenance station.
Maggot gone heb games in near.
According to the map,
Okay.
the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome.
Heb je hem ook al, gewoon een vraag, Kars. Heb je hem ook al gedeeld met je vrienden?
There's light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier.
Job.
Might be the maintenance station. But how to get in?
Oké, dank je.
Looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
Mark en niet garandeerd dat ze gaan kijken.
I just gotta find a console.
Ja,
to
dat snap
activate
ik.
the
Maar dan
emergency purge.
hopelijk komen misschien wel een paar.
Yahoo pickoop matcha.
Ja, dank je.
Maar dan ga ik ja.
Ja, is goed.
This looks promising.
Oké, ik zie je later wel weer in keer ladders topper.
Oké, dank je. Yo. Dank voor het kijken.
System shutdown's almost done. The only thing left is to power everything down at the control center.
There.
So, I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip, and then it's lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still, my last memory of this place will be empty. A city that's already dead.
Stanley Chen was one of them. The Zenith. But he did so much for this place. He doesn't sound like the others. That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon. Didn't get rid of all of the water. Purge left these machines behind. Could sneak by them. Deal with the big one first. Its net moves are as fast under the water as they are on land. Okay. Poseidon is through there. But where did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Come on. Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Blazes. Get to that overhang.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, you know, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. We'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home. Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby.
He was right.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again. Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
He was right. I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring us back to Gaia.
Damn.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place.
Looks like
I'm leaving everything on standby.
Started the city's
The
power
system's
system.
equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But
The London crew must have
maybe
put us out.
someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again. Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
He was right. An elevator. Nolan must have built this before the place flooded. It'll still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city. How much did all this
cost? Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later.
You are falling?
For now, I need to
Oh yeah,
get poseidon.
I was falling. Whoops. I hope I can make it a couple hours for you guys, but I can't promise. But I will be trying. Make this so long as possible.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Errand?
Huh? I mean, why wouldn't I be?
'Cause the...
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What's this?
Strike. It's a Tanaka game. I'm pretty bad at it, but it's fun.
Think you could teach me?
I would, but I can barely make sense of it myself. You're better off learning from Salma and Chain Scrape. She can be pretty passionate about it, but she knows Strike as well as any Tanaka.
Guess I'll have to make some time to visit her when I can.
Let's go do that after this.
I have to...
After I have talked to Beta, and then talk to Gaia again, we're gonna go to Chain Scrape. And go to Selma.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between 4 Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the others never saw it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away. below. What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from the golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. Would it interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What the fuck? Hij geest?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
guys, in the next couple of days, I'm gonna make sure we're gonna go get the meter. But now I don't want to do something else than always going for.
I can feel this frost down to my bones. Tarmac. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area. Tarmac. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
People, I don't think I can make it too long. I think after I learned to play Striker, a huge striker.
It's like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tarmac easily enough.
Then I will start the live and hopefully make the Fortnite live tomorrow in the morning, maybe at noon. Or in the evening if I don't have time. I promise you there will be a Fortnite. Otherwise it's gonna be in the night. There is gonna be
the salvagers I met in Barenwraith. Looks like something's going on.
Greetings! Look at her go!
Hey, Aloy. Glad to see the West hasn't claimed you yet.
How have things been?
Not going to lie. It's been a challenge. Keeping the fort's repairs running smoothly while watching for any signs of Regala and her rebels, but we're holding together.
So it's Commander Lawan now?
For the time being. So, what can I do for you?
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way.
What happened to them?
Nozar's remains were delivered to his family. Wadis was taken to the Temple of the Sun in Meridian. I heard the Sun Priests buried him with his scrolls.
I'm sure he would have liked that. Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Noct Chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Do you think the Karja will take action?
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
About Fashav. What happened to him?
His body was taken back to Sun...
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital, and the territories of the other two clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram Delvers. Even saw two Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or...
I need to be going.
Of course. Good luck out there.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe...
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Not anymore. Some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're... Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for... what, exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law-breaking.
Who is this Talland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals in a campfire, those two.
So Talland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Talland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So the Bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Ulvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Ulvin has taken to blaming the Carja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Carja for anything.
Damn Carja slavers.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talon has a shop here in Chainscrape.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Oh.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy.
Wait, I need to fix something.
Each piece.
Nope, nobody is there.
Represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details, so we use, you see that number? That there notes how powerful the distance, and of course, okay, that's enough for, I own the board. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get pick up that machine. And remember, each machine can take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round. So go. Just need to move that machine forward. It's perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my. You'll be testing your machines and it this and so in, since my and so right this. Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't. You can make your. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine. Now some players like over, but so use at your own discretion. Let's try. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on that machine. Same as in the watch. You can blue show hit him there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red show here, let me it's gotta rotate that machine if you rotate that machine. Gotta rotate that machine if you... Now let that... Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But, and by the look of your... You'd be sad, but sometime overcharge your... Let's keep this game going. Overcharge your machine. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget. These are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
You. Skipping some comments. Maggot gone Hepkins in mir.
Sorry.
Jup. Markan niet gerendern dat ze gon kiechken. Yahoo pikoop machet. Mardan ga ik ja? Okay ik zie je later wel weer een keer ladders topper.
What the? Okay, what the heck?
Come back anytime, Red.
Nora, if you need... Oh, sorry! If you see him, say hi to Lauren for me, yeah? He's part of the salvage.
Hello! Thought I saw the Vanguard run through here earlier. A whole lot of strangers coming through the dock recently.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon! Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off! Oh, just stop talking.
Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a customer!
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom! One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red!
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced...
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking, yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better. Namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the west. Nora, if you need
There's a
shards...
charger herd. Gonna have to shoot off the horns for Dylan.
No good. Need...
I should have enough charger horns, but they won't be, you know? Just need a rib and that thing horn. Find this in my stash later. Hunter killer is more powerful than a normal machine. Gonna have to take it down to get its red. Down it goes. Should be able to harvest its red now. Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, to see about that weapon of theirs. Washed off some of the sweat. What's this?
Look! You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Aw.
'Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
What about a remote caster?
I know you and him don't get on, but
Roads don't explode.
watch your language and everything.
Eyes up here, sister! I'll come find you later!
A friend of mine is looking for someone like
Hi, sorry I didn't stop by earlier.
you.
You're in the market for awesome armor, right?